On a day when former IAS officer and Jammu and Kashmir leader Shah Faisal was detained under the stringent Public Safety Act, Jammu and Kashmir police have defended the detention of political leaders in the valley. Speaking exclusively to India Today, Jammu and Kashmir DGP Dilbagh Singh has said that most leaders are in fact detained and very few right now have been detained, continue to be detained, as the situation in the valley needs to stabilize further. Singh has expressed regret over the use of words like Daddy's Girl and Kota Rani for PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti in the PSA dossier compiled by the Jammu and Kashmir police.
The fact that things have been largely hard today get better, and I'm sure in the coming months we'll be able to ensure better land order and security situation. And for the time being, the situation is okay, it's getting better, but we'll have to take whatever preventive measures are required to further stabilize the situation. That particular phrase that you're mentioning is just to give an overall background and context of the situation and people's ability to mobilize and get people across from across the territory. But that was not meant to be anyway ill-intended. But definitely in respect of Ms. Mehbooba Mufti, one or two words used in the dossier were not good. They are regrettable, and I would like our people working on ground to be more careful in that regard.
I think there has been a realization from Jammu Kashmir Police that this PSA dossier has itself generated a lot of controversy, and that is why there is an admission right from the top. DG Dilbagh Singh himself saying that the choice of words as far as Mehbooba Mufti is concerned, Daddy's Girl, Kota Rani, these are regrettable words, and that the message has been sent across inside JKP that these kind of words should not be used in dossiers. However, there's also an explanation coming in that this was meant for internal use. The actual dossier does not really mention that. However, this has been damaging as far as JKP is concerned. Remember, for them, they're looking at the highlights that mostly things have gone their way. There's not been much violence which has been reported. There have been no street protest. However, they've also given a reason as to why PSA has been slapped, especially because also it includes name of Shah Faisal, who's the latest addition to the PSA, being slapped on a leader. Now what we know is they're saying that these leaders are the ones who are mass leaders, and the situation in the valley needs to stabilize further, and that is why the decision to hold on to a few leaders while maximum of the leaders have been let go of. But clearly this is a controversy which has struck the heart of JKP, and that is why I think there has been an admission from the top itself clearly talking about the situation, especially because remember it came in the wake of the envoys going there. However, it was the dossiers itself which generated a lot of controversy.
Now, politics over the Pulwama terror attack continues after the attack anniversary. Congress leader Udit Raj, in a controversial statement, has said that there would be another Pulwama-like attack before the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. He has further added that the questions asked by Rahul Gandhi about Pulwama are correct and demanded a proper investigation. On Friday, Congress Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi stoked a row after he asked who benefited from the Pulwama attack and what the outcome of the probe is. BJP had also hit back, accusing the Congress of being soft on terror and counter-questioned them on why the Congress government previously did not give permission to the Air Force to attack Pakistan terror camps after the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks.
राहुल जी ने जो सवाल किया बहुत सही सवाल किया, और जब ये घटना हुई थी पूरे विपक्ष को ये सवाल उसी समय पूछना चाहिए था। जो राहुल जी ने उठाया है हम पूरा समर्थन करते हैं, जांच होनी चाहिए, वरना ये 2024 के पहले भी ऐसे कुछ होगा इस देश में।
My colleague Tanushree Pandey is now joining me live from Delhi on this story. Tanushree, probably pertinent questions that are being raised by the opposition, be it Mohammad Salim or Rahul Gandhi, as to what came out of that probe. Were there security lapses in February 2019 in Pulwama? But the fact that Udit Raj says that this could happen again before the 2024 Lok Sabha elections is making a very serious allegation and charge against the central government. There is no basis for this charge.
Absolutely, Pulwama. In fact, yesterday when the country marked the first anniversary of the Pulwama attack, many opposition leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, questioned the timing of this particular attack. Mr. Gandhi, in fact, wrote that who benefited from this particular, attack. We need to question the timing, and an investigation, a thorough probe is must. But today, Congress leader Udit Raj has just went a step ahead, and he had, without any concrete evidence or proof of basis, he had made a very big controversial, remark saying that such a attack can happen again before the 2024 election. Now, very, slyly insinuating that that particular attack was carried out at the behest of the ruling government. And I think this is a very big, controversial remark. And as far as we have tried reaching to Mr. Udit Raj as well, but he is right now not, basically answering the questions of the media as far as to why did he make this particular comment. But, Pulwama, expect some major political drama today on the ground, because the ruling government, the BJP government, is going to hit back at the Congress they are going to raise many questions as to why such a big controversial remark was made by a Congress leader. Now, definitely many opposition leaders are questioning the timing of the attack. They are demanding a thorough probe in the Pulwama attack. But today, what Udit Raj has said, that such an attack can again take place before 2024 election, hinting that it was the attack was nothing but a political tool by the ruling government to win election, is a big remark being made by a political leader.
Absolutely,
So
a very
expect the BJP
serious
to
and a
hit
very
back at Udit Raj,
irresponsible
and this
remark
particular,
being made by the Congress leader Udit Raj. Tanushree, thank you so much for joining us with those details. Hundreds of members of Islamic outfits took to the streets at many places in Tamil Nadu on Friday night, hours after the Chennai police resorted to lathi charge to disperse a large group of anti-CAA protesters at Washermanpet in Chennai. DMK chief MK Stalin has condemned the attack on the protesters by the police and called it a black day. Stalin further added that it was a planned attack by the state government against peaceful protesters. Meanwhile, the overnight protest in Chennai is still on. They're demanding the protesters that action be taken against the police officials who were involved in the lathi charge, and that the state government pass a resolution against CAA, NRC and NPR. My colleague Akshay Nath is now joining me live from Chennai on this story. Akshay, give us a sense of what the people are telling you over there. They've been protesting overnight now after the alleged lathi charge against protesters in Chennai, and they refuse to leave, they refuse to budge. But what is the administration telling you, and what are the protesters telling you?
Well, Pulwama, just a kilometer from Washermanpet, where the lathi charge happened, right now another protest has started. Around 1,500 men, women and children have gathered here and are raising slogans on Azadi and against CAA, NRC and the central and the state government. They're demanding that justice be served to those who were injured yesterday during the lathi charge. This is just a kilometer from the exact place where the lathi charge took place, and only minutes away from the H1 Washerman police station, from where the police authorities had been involved in the lathi charge. And as far as the people are concerned here, Pulwama, all of them are saying that they need justice. They want a resolution being passed in the Tamil Nadu Assembly stating that CAA, NRC and NPR are against the interests of the common people and will not be accepted. Similarly, they want punishment for all those police officials who were involved in last night's lathi charge, and they're saying that they will not stop unless they get justice. It's not just about Washermanpet, but in multiple locations across Tamil Nadu, across Chennai, protest will sprout and protest will mushroom and go on, is what these people are talking about. This protest that I'm at is being conducted by the Tamil Nadu Tawheed Jamaat, and they've organized people, men, women and children, all of them to come and stand here and raise slogans. This entire region is cordoned off, Pulwama. If my camera person can show you, this is an arterial road which has been blocked right now because of the protest, and police officials are trying to divert,
So clearly a standoff situation there between the administration, the police on the one hand, and the protesters on the other hand. Akshay, thank you so much for that update. As the deadly coronavirus has now spread across 29 countries, India is taking all precautions to contain the outbreak. Aviation regulator DGCA has asked airports and airlines on Friday to begin screening passengers arriving from Japan and South Korea once they step out of the aero bridge itself. Till date, only passengers arriving from Thailand, Singapore, China and Hong Kong were being screened for possible exposure to the virus at 21 airports in India. So far, India has reported 2 coronavirus cases in the country, both in Kerala. No new cases have been reported. As of Thursday, 15,991 people are under surveillance in India. Meanwhile, China said on Friday that it appreciated Prime Minister Modi's offer to provide support and help in its fight against the deadly coronavirus outbreak in the country. My colleague Nabila is now joining me live from Thiruvananthapuram on this story. Nabila, obviously, there is a lot of panic across the world over the outbreak of this virus, but India seemingly seems to have done quite a good job at containing the spread of this virus. At least that's what it looks like from all the measures that have been taken.
Right, that way India has done a great job in terms of screening people across most airports, but which also shows that there weren't that many people who were traveling from those respective countries which had a coronavirus outbreak into India. It was quite minimal. That way the Indian government was able to largely contain it. Most states have screened, in fact all states across of India are screening their international airport section. Even Kerala has been doing a similar job, but what we are seeing is a repercussion, a dip in the travel industry as well as the export and import industry that we're seeing. Loss of business across 15% loss in business is what most industries have reported, especially the tourism industry, and even restaurants, hotels are suffering because people are worried to go to public places or even eat outside for that matter. But that apart, the spread of coronavirus across of India has been largely contained. 2 positive cases only have been reported from Kerala, and that too, both those cases have shown improvement. Kolkata, the 2 cases are only suspect. They're under observation now. What's something that we need to credit is the respective governments, most importantly Kerala government, counselling these members who are currently in isolation. 17,000 people across of India have been kept in home quarantines. All these members are being very thoroughly, at least most of them in Kerala, are being counselled by certified counsellors as to not feel an outcast only because they're kept in isolation. They're told how to behave, how to react, what to feel. Emotions are quite, it's over the roof right now for those who are feeling that they have been infected with coronavirus. Counsellors are saying to them that the best way to ensure that their health improves and their family members don't contract it is so that they keep themselves in isolation and entertain themselves in whatever way they want, but do not mingle with the others. At least India has done a great job in ensuring isolation and not mingling of these coronavirus patients.
Obviously, India has done a good job in terms of containing the outbreak of that virus. Nabila, thank you so much for joining us. Nabila has also spoken to Shashi Tharoor, the Congress Member of Parliament from Thiruvananthapuram. He said that Kerala is taking all the necessary precautions and he hoped that new cases should not come up in the state in the future.
Kerala learned its lessons the hard way from the Nipah virus, which is also a zoonotic virus that came from animals, in that case fruit bats. And as you know, it took 17 lives, so it wasn't a small thing. But from it, a number of lessons were learned, and I must say the Kerala health system has reacted very efficiently to the coronavirus. So in Kerala, it's not only under control, but in the event of any cases. Now, for example, we don't really know who all these people met when they came, and incubation can take at least 2 weeks. So it's not exactly possible to write off the prospect of any new cases, but it looks very, very unlikely.
As one more Indian stuck on the coronavirus-hit cruise ship off Japan's Yokohama coast tested positive, families back home are worried. A total of 3 Indians on the ship have been infected with the coronavirus. The Indian embassy in Tokyo is in touch with them and is monitoring the situation. A total of 138 Indians are stranded on the cruise ship. India Today spoke exclusively to Anbalagan, a chef from Tamil Nadu's Madurai who's been stranded on the ship. He said that he hopes to return home soon but is afraid that the quarantine period might be extended. He said that he will continue to remain strong for the sake of his family. A total of 218 people have been infected on the ship, which is still carrying nearly 3,500 passengers and crew members.
Business is going very good. There are on board happy, no problem. I don't complain about my company. I don't complain about my I told you too many things. I never afraid. I'm from Tamil Nadu. I'm from Madurai. I never afraid. Even Delhi, and I don't beg to anybody.
Preparations are on in full swing in Gujarat, where US President Donald Trump along with First Lady Melania Trump will address the Kem Chho Trump event at the Motera Stadium hosted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Trump is also expected to visit the Sabarmati Ashram. Here's a report.
Ahmedabad is dressing up for Kem Chho Trump. US President Donald Trump and Melania will be in India on February 24th and 25th, with Ahmedabad the only city in their schedule aside from Delhi. Trump said he was looking forward to his India visit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has promised to make it a memorable one.
I just spoke with Prime Minister Modi. It's the largest stadium in the world. He's building it now. It's almost complete, and it's the largest in the world. And he's a friend of mine. He's a great gentleman, and I look forward to going to India. So we'll be going at the end of the month.
On 24th February, Trump will be given a grand roadshow in Ahmedabad after he lands. He will tour the Sabarmati Ashram and inaugurate the world's biggest cricket stadium with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The state government expects more than 1.25 lakh people to be there at the Motera Stadium when Trump visits.
इनॉग्रेशन के समय देश विदेश से आमंत्रित मेहमान भी आएंगे और उनको कुछ दिक्कत ना हो, इस वजह से कॉरपोरेशन ने अपनी तैयारी चालू कर दी है। यहाँ का जो मेट्रो स्टेडियम तक पहुँचने का जो रास्ता है, रास्ते पर भी काम कर दिया गया है। जो भी तैयारी करनी है उसकी अभी मीटिंग चालू है।
While Delhi will be the business part of the trip, it's in Ahmedabad where the Trumps will be given a feel of the grand cultural heritage of India. Bureau Report, India Today.
And that's a wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thank you for watching.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.